Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going over my GoPro settings that I use for motovlogging because I've had a lot of comments about that, and also my mirrors. That's probably the most common thing I've been asked in my videos, is what are my mirrors? So I thought I'd make a video on this, and also a while back I put like a Q&A thing so you guys can ask me some questions. So yeah, we're gonna do all of that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, our first Q&A question is from Ghost Rider NZ. Hello, Kitty. What are you doing? We've been interrupted. What are you doing? What's good? Alright. First Q&A question is from Ghost Rider NZ, and it's, who's your hero or heroes? So I'm going to keep it bike related. I'd say there's probably about 4 people. Number one is Brian636. I mean, I've been watching him for years and years. I mean, since I was like, I don't know, first a teenager when I was 13. And then also the Killer Cam. I mean, I just love his riding style, the way he edits his videos and all sorts of stuff like that. And then one is Jesse, or Jay, I believe his name is. Jesse made this camera bag that I have got. It's pretty nice indeed. And yeah, I don't know, there's probably a few other people that I'm forgetting, but I mean, those are the main people I've looked up to from riding wise. So yeah, thanks Ghost Rider, big supporter of the channel, always commenting, so shout out to you. Alright, now for my GoPro settings. This is my helmet. My helmet is the Shark Race GPR, I think that's what it's called. Here's a better look at it. And I have the GoPro Hero 11 with a ND32 filter on it. I have the DJI lav mic just hooked around, and it'll be very hard to see, but it wraps all the way around, and I have a dead cat, which is just a wind muff for it. So yeah, that's the setup for the outside of the helmet with the GoPro Media mod. Alright, so these are my GoPro settings. Hyper Smooth is on, Hyper View, 5.3K, 30 FPS. We got our shutter. We've got our shutter speed at 1/60. ISO minimum 100, as it's the lowest it can go. Max 800. For night filming, I will turn this up to 1600 just so it's a wee bit brighter. Auto white balance, sharpness at medium, color vibrant. It makes a big difference if you don't want to color grade it. And I think the color profile, like the log on the Hero 11, which is just GoPro flat, isn't the best anyway, so I just keep it at vibrant. Looks pretty good. All this wind noise stuff doesn't matter because I have the mic plugged in, so it gets rid of that. So yeah, that's my GoPro settings. Okay, so the question that everyone has been asking is about my mirrors, and they're just on a metal bracket. It's kind of hard to see, but just hidden in there is a wee metal bracket, and I just got one of these like adjustable side mirrors which go on the side of your car mirror, and I just stuck it on. And keep in mind, I don't think this is legal, so if you do decide to make them yourself, you're still most likely going to get a ticket for them if you get pulled over for no mirrors. But I've been pulled over multiple times and I haven't had a problem with it. So if you have something like a warrant or where you need to get your bike inspected once a year, once every 2 years, whatever, I highly recommend putting on the stock mirrors. I have mine for that, but yeah, that's the mirrors. I'll sort of show what it looks like. I mean, you guys see it from the videos, but you can't really see anything out of them anyway. So yeah, that's my mirrors. Now we got from Calvin, 3 tips to improve as a rider and some tips that could perhaps save a life someday. Right, first thing I'd say is when you first start riding, within the first 3 months, you're most likely to crash. Max, hold up, bro. Calm down. Get away from the tripod. Bro, stop that. Come here. Oi. Don't make me grab you. Come here. Come here. You're coming on the bike. Okay. This works. So yeah. The first 3 months, you're going to end up crashing. I mean, you're not 100% going to end up crashing, but you get overconfident very quick and you'll be going around a corner and you just lose it. So take your time and practice. Go to the track is one of the things I recommend the most. You'll learn so much more than you think. And I've seen people improve so much just from one track day. So yeah, first tip, don't get too cocky. Second tip, go to the track and learn. You'll learn so much. Everyone's nice and they're willing to help you guys out. And Max is full on biker cat. And then third tip, ride with people who you can improve and learn from, but don't try to be like them. They're going to be faster than you, they're going to be better riders, but you can't push yourself. Ride your own ride, because I've seen it happen before. People were trying to keep up with other people who are better than them, and they come extremely close to crashing or crash. So that's probably the third tip. And the tip for something that could save a life is be extremely aware when riding and just scan ahead. Like, I've personally learned it from just looking out for cops. Like, I'll scan the road ahead as far as I can, and then you can also just tell by drivers' behaviours. Is like, if they're on one side of the road closer, means they're most likely going to turn soon. And don't look at the indicators, just look at the front wheel, see if they're creeping up. And yeah, other than that, just ride your own ride. Don't get cocky. Alright, so we have another question from Calvin, and it is how to master target fixation, especially in hills when a random car comes from behind, from blind corner. First thing is, and there's only really one thing to say about it, is just keep your eyes on where you want to go on the road. And when you're going around a corner, I'll probably put up a video of me going around a corner. Don't look straight ahead at the corner. Look when you're coming into it, sort of the halfway point at the apex, and then at the exit, when you're at the apex, look at the exit, and you'll just follow away. You'll follow the road around pretty easily. Otherwise, if you're looking straight ahead, you're just gonna go straight, basically. Where you look is where you go. So yeah, my answer to that is basically, where you look is where you go. It's pretty simple. And yeah, just practice. Don't go faster than your abilities and what you feel comfortable with, especially on the road. On the track, that's where you should be pushing it. And then our last question from GodX Vidi. I don't know, bro. I'm just going to say from GodX. Why twin and not inline 3 or 4? It's a good question. I was looking at the CBR 650R or this bike, but I just thought the R7 looked nicer. It's probably one of the better sounding twins you can get, the MT-07 R7 engine. On the license I have, I can't get a bigger bike like a R6 or anything like that. It's restricted power wise. Otherwise I probably would have sold this about a year ago to get an R6. So yeah, that's mainly why. But other than that, if I was to get two sort of 600 sort of class bikes, it would be the Triumph Moto 2 Daytona 765, which is, it's like one of the best sounding bikes in my opinion, the triple, and then the R6 2017 plus. So yeah, that's my answer for that. Voice crack, damn. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. It's something a wee bit different. Me actually not riding, just sitting here talking to the camera with my lovely cat, Max. Hello, say goodbye. Say good boy. Come on, she hates being picked up. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Right. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.